somehow we have we have back-to-back absolutely depraved police departments back to back. So I'm just going to let this play, and you guys are going to be forced to listen to it. You guys are going to be forced to listen to it.
Of Trash Command staff, we traveled to East Lyme, Connecticut to check out a wife-beating chief, a weak-minded sergeant, and a whore lieutenant. Chief Michael Finkelstein was arrested 3 times.
Again with the names. Yes. The names line up. I know.
And has been on paid leave for nearly a year. An internal affairs report investigators have been working on for months found an officer, a sergeant, a lieutenant, and the chief all violated department policy. When officers were called to Finkelstein's home in 2023 for a report of domestic violence, the report says Officer Larry Watson and Sergeant Eric Holt didn't properly investigate and document the call. State police later charged Finkelstein with disorderly conduct for the argument he had with his wife that day. Finkelstein was arrested and placed on paid leave in early...
I do love that name, Finkelstein. It sounds like a children's book villain, you know, Finkelstein. He's the town troublemaker.
June of 2024, when he was arrested on more domestic violence charges. The report says Finkelstein's wife called 911, saying she'd been punched in the face after arguments over an alleged affair with East Lyme Lieutenant Dana Jizierski. In the report...
Jizierski. Okay, so this leader guy, right? So the chief... the chief gets caught with another officer. Finkelstein gets caught with Jizierski, punches his wife, which, again, you know, many police officers follow this trope. I think it's something like 40% of police officers are in some sort of domestic violence, which it's just a little high. That's all I'm saying. And then his buddies fail to follow up on it and properly investigate him beating his own wife, which obviously there's a conflict of interest there. You're investigating your own boss. And then he gets put on leave for an entire year. Paid leave, mind you. Now, I would also like to get on paid leave for a year for committing a crime. I think that is a very comfy job. That sounds incredibly nice. I'll just take a year off for committing a crime.
Jizierski admits to an affair and says there were sexually explicit conversations and photos on her department-issued phone. She deleted the evidence. The chief denied the affair to investigators, but did say he factory reset his phone before turning it in. Investigators found all of this violated department policy or code of conduct.
Listen, guys, I didn't do anything. But I also factory reset my phone before handing it in so that there's quite literally nothing on it. All right, you guys believe me? You guys believe me, right? I wouldn't lie to you. Come on, with a name like Finkelstein, who you're going to trust here?
Finkelstein's paid leave has cost taxpayers a total of more than $202,000, according to data from the town finance department. That includes everything from Finkelstein's salary, overtime for the acting chief, and even a car and gas for the chief. Chief Finkelstein was in a program for first-time offenders and has since had his charges dropped. The state is currently working on stripping him of his police certification.
Man, I want a program for that. You get one free wife beating? Is that what I just heard? You guys get one free wife beating for first-time offenders? You get one free? Is it like a punch card? You get one free wife beating? Anna's in the basement right now, but damn, one free wife beating. Noted.
So here we have a shitbag for a chief who beats his wife and sleeps with members of his command staff, a fat slob sergeant with no integrity who tried to cover for the chief, and a lieutenant who used her beat-up vagina to climb the ranks and get ahead. Then we have an officer with no balls who kept his mouth shut about the chief and blindly followed orders from his garbage superiors. These people have no business calling themselves leaders or cops and should all be removed from their positions, as they have all proven they cannot be trusted. Every other promotion and appointment within the department needs to be reviewed by a third party to make sure.
A punch card. It checks out, okay? It's a punch card. You get one freebie. It's a first-time program where they drop the charges, bro. Yeah. Second one, you end up like Jordan Jareb, though. That's a literal punch card. That's true, though. But not if the charges are dropped. It's a first-time program. Yes, Trip. In this case, though, the card is your wife.
Or they were the correct people for the positions. As the chief proved, he has no integrity. So if you're ever out and about in East Lyme and see any of these lowlives, feel free to say hello, and make sure you check on the chief's poor wife. On this episode of Trash Command Staff, we travel...
It's always the dead eyes. It's the post-wall dead eyes living in a man's job where, it's a little suspect. Post-wall dead eyes doing a man's job. Huge ass for 2 says Trench do a taste test of his 320. I didn't say that. I would never say that or insinuate that. That was too far. Thank you, Huge Ass. Huge Ass for 2 says, you ain't fine around a Stein. Ooh, that's good. You ain't fine around a Stein? That's good. I have to use that. Thank you, Huge Ass. Moonman for 5 says, fold my wife like a lawn chair for a year of paid leave? Shucks, I would do that to half the chat's SO for that. Yeah. I mean, a year paid off almost $250,000 when you factor in the overtime for the new chief and the car and all the other stuff. So, yeah, a year of time off, a freebie for punching your wife. It sounds like an absolute win-win. I fail to see the downside here. Vintage Welfare for 5 says standards so good that we double them and don't pass them to the next guy. It's like double or nothing, but with crimes. So the judge is like, if you do it again, you'll get in more trouble. But right now you're fine. Don't worry about it. Thank you, Vintage Welfare. Pinot Schaefer, $10 says absolute Moonman. You know it is best in life to trigger to Jenny, to see them seethe before you and hear the coping of their mod chat. Yeah, you guys are being mean. You're all making all sorts of fun to Mr. Logan. And Logan just tries to do his job. And you guys just bully him. It's funny. But you guys just bully him. Speaking of bullies, how's it going, James?
Hey, going all right.
Good. Oh, and now here's somebody who I'm sure has great stories about police corruption and shenanigans happening in the background. Central Sands Defense for 2, Ben, says, boy, do I have stories for you. Yeah, I'm sure wacky things happen. James, did you manage to catch that last story at all? Oh, you muted yourself. There you go.
Just a little bit. Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Okay. Yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
I think I got the last one, but
yeah. So police chief beats his wife, and then his fellow police officers fail to investigate it. So then he gets put on paid administrative leave for a year. So a full year
with
paid,
a car, I heard, right?
Well, so it cost the department about $200,000 for a year of his paid time off. He gets put into a first-time offender program. The charges get dropped, and he still is on paid time off, paid administrative leave, or whatever they call it. So the joke was, you get one time, a free punch card of your wife. You can punch your wife one time for...
That's what we call a mostly peaceful marriage.